Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and to be honest with you, this is a video I hoped I'd never have to make, but Ripple has ended its partnership with MoneyGram, which was utilizing on-demand liquidity, which means XRP as a bridge currency. Now, this isn't the end of the world, but there are a number of angles that we're going to have to talk about surrounding this issue. And I'll tell you, and you'll see why in just within the coming minutes here, but I can't help but wonder if there's something else going here that has not been shared with the public. I feel like there's a reasonable chance that there's something else going on here. Don't know what it would be, but has not been publicly described, to my knowledge anyway. And so here is the headline from Cointelegraph: Ripple and MoneyGram to wind down partnership. Now, I do want to be clear that I don't have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast in the world of crypto. I like making YouTube videos as a hobby regarding crypto and Ripple and XRP, and that is all that it is. There's nothing special about me. Just want to be clear. I think transparency is important here, and I don't want anyone to think I'm someone or something that I'm not. Now, on the topic of the not-so-hot relationship between Ripple and MoneyGram, you guys remember this story? This is from February 22nd this year, and I covered this when it came out. This one was titled, "MoneyGram Drops Ripple Citing SEC Lawsuit." So we already knew for sure that there were serious issues in terms of functionally how the Ripple and MoneyGram partnership was playing out as a result of the SEC litigating with Ripple, right? So that's no secret, but there are some facts here that I've cited on the channel that I still think most people aren't aware of. So check this out. And I'm going to go through this, just parts of this, just as a quick refresher, just to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Wire transfer service MoneyGram has suspended its partnership with Ripple Labs in the wake of the SEC's lawsuit against crypto payments firm. So we already knew that they weren't functionally doing anything, but with the news we just got, it's no longer just suspended, it is dissolved. There is no relationship between Ripple and MoneyGram. Nothing, legally binding, certainly, to this point. And now, luckily, though, I will say this too before I forget, at least it was a mutual thing. They both agreed, okay. And I'll give you the specifics in a moment here. But anyway, back to this piece from February, though. That suit, filed in December, alleged that Ripple's sales of cryptocurrency XRP, beginning in 2013, were unregistered securities offerings. Major cryptocurrency exchanges such as Coinbase and Binance have since delisted XRP, and we know about that. But check out this. During MoneyGram's Q4 earnings call, this is what resulted in this story hitting the news. They had their Q4 earnings call, and here's a quote. "Due to the uncertainty concerning their ongoing litigation with the SEC, the company has suspended trading on Ripple's platform," MoneyGram wrote. The company added that it is not planning for any benefit from Ripple market development fees in the first quarter, meaning it doesn't expect any revenue from its Ripple deal this quarter. Representatives for MoneyGram were not immediately available to comment. And so we did know that happened. They also cited that, they would, once this is all cleared up, they would love to resume what they were doing with Ripple in terms of on-demand liquidity, all this stuff. But there's more to the story here, and I don't think most people are aware of this next fact, but MoneyGram actually stopped using on-demand liquidity in the beginning part of December, before the suit even took place. So what's that all about? Well, a couple things there. Could be the case that MoneyGram, with their close relationship with Ripple, they understood that, they could have understood potentially, that Ripple was potentially going to be sued. Because I understand it was December 21st when Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple came out and said, yeah, the SEC is about to come after us, and the very next day they did. But they could have known potentially sooner. And so this is a little bit of speculation, I admit that. But if they were anticipating that was going to happen, and if MoneyGram was aware, perhaps that would have influenced the decision to stop using on-demand liquidity earlier on. But I'm actually not completely convinced that's the case, because they cited that there were other reasons, and they didn't go into the details though, but they cited that there were other reasons that led to the stoppage of on-demand liquidity in the early part of December 2020. So what the hell is that? What functionally is making it not useful? Because, look, Ripple has dozens of customers utilizing on-demand liquidity, and so for those businesses, it's a better solution than going through the legacy financial system via SWIFT. And there are only a handful of corridors, so you can't have global adoption like in the snap of a finger. Totally got that. But it is functionally working, and you could see the amount of growth. I mean, what was the number? I feel like on-demand liquidity year over year, it increased like 12-fold in terms of volume or something like. So clearly there is something to this, but why did MoneyGram stop before the lawsuit came out? And I don't have the answer for that, and that concerns me admittedly a little bit. If it were straight up for sure only about the SEC, I'd be a little bit less concerned, but I'm just curious what else is going on here. Now, upon this news breaking though, the markets clearly did not give a damn. Seriously, the price of XRP didn't even budge. If anything, it's been going up over the last 24 hours in particular as Bitcoin's been rising. So which by the way is just more proof that nobody freaking cares about fundamentals except for me. And maybe if you're listening to this channel, but it's like the average person speculating in crypto. It's like, XRP, that's what. Like, does the average person, could they even articulate what XRP is being positioned as? Or how, functionally how XRP is being positioned as a bridge currency, what that means? Could they describe what that process looks like? I'm going to guess the average person absolutely could not. I think that's a pretty reasonable guess here. So, right now it's being played off primarily like it's just the SEC doing what they were doing, going against Ripple, and that's the reason this is, this is all falling apart. I'm just not convinced that's the case. So if anybody has any sort of information, because look, I don't pretend to know everything. I like to think that we can work together to get to the truth and learn as many facts as are available. But if any of you can think of a reason or can point to some evidence as to why this has functionally happened, let me know, because I'll be happy to give you credit in a future YouTube video. I always want to give credit where it's due, because again, I just don't know everything. I like to share the things that I know, share my perspective and opinion, because it's fun talking about this stuff, but I certainly don't know everything. And so here's what Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO, wrote about this. Today, we're announcing that Ripple and MoneyGram have together decided to wind down our current partnership agreement and are both committed to revisiting it in the future. See our full statement. While the lack of crypto regulatory framework has needlessly muddied the waters for United States businesses and consumers, there's no denying what Ripple and MoneyGram have achieved together. Billions of dollars have been sent and settled across borders through on-demand liquidity with XRP. Which again goes back to why'd they stop using it before the suit happened. I really don't know, and I'm super curious about that. I would love to know. But Ripple, even after this, Ripple's been growing like crazy since the lawsuit was initiated. Ashish Burla, who's the GM of RippleNet, he cited, it may have been in late February, that they've got a whole bunch more customers they're going to be announcing, including some that will be utilizing on-demand liquidity. So the product works. There's no question that on-demand liquidity works. But I don't know. I mean, maybe it's something as simple as there just wasn't enough XRP liquidity for some of the usage. But even if so, I just don't know why you'd stop it altogether. Maybe that would slow the growth of on-demand liquidity and the way in which MoneyGram uses it. But I don't know why you'd stop it altogether, even if that were it. But here are a couple tweets from RippleNet GM Ashish Burla, who wrote, "On-demand liquidity solves a real problem for consumers left behind by traditional financial services, providing them with a low-cost, fast, transparent, and secure option. Regulatory clarity will come as governments understand the value in this tech for financial inclusion and instant settlement. RippleNet continues to grow, 2 new customers per week, well, so that's the average anyway, with a strong balance sheet allowing us to expand on-demand liquidity and pilot new solutions like line of credit. As the world clamors for crypto-enabled services, we're absolutely confident in RippleNet's product market fit, monetization, and global use." So clearly they still believe absolutely that on-demand liquidity is functionally useful, and I don't know how it could not be. If you just understanding how inefficient the system is, I mean, you're talking about automating, the settlement portion of the way payments operate, and just taking out middlemen, substantially reducing cost. There is no other solution that has been devised by mankind. So I don't know functionally what else could be probably. I'm really at a loss here, and it's kind of frustrating. Like, I really would love to know what happened here. Here's the official statement from Ripple. "Together, Ripple and MoneyGram have made the decision to end our current partnership agreement. We are proud of the work we were able to accomplish in a short amount of time, as well as the impact we were able to achieve in bringing this first-of-its-kind product to market. Together, we processed billions of dollars through RippleNet and on-demand liquidity. We are both committed to revisiting our relationship in the future. We still believe in the promise of digital assets and blockchain technology to change the status quo in global payments for the benefit of billions of consumers around the world. So it's nice to see that the price of XRP at least didn't take a hit on this, but I'm hoping that the partnership is resumed in the future, and it certainly might. I'll tell you what, I had a lot more fun making a YouTube video about it when the news broke about MoneyGram teaming up with Ripple officially, like beyond the pilot news. I remember making that video, I was excited, I was like, oh, this is awesome, all right, real world adoption, and this is the opposite of that. But I don't know what's going on, but there is no denying, because they have cited this too. Again, the SEC was a major reason that this has happened, but I still don't have an answer as to why they had at least temporarily in early December stopped using on-demand liquidity before that news broke. I just don't know. But I'll wrap up there. I'm not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.